Hey guys, what's going on? It is me, BikuriBox12 here with another Realm of the Mad God discussion video. And today I wanted to talk about what you should buy in Realm of the Mad God and when. When should you spend money on this game? I'm not talking about selling 3 life for an Acropolis armor. I'm talking about spending your hard-earned American dollars, or Canadian dollars, whatever, for actual in-game realm gold. And this is kind of a, there's going to be a lot of opinions, my opinions about this subject in particular, because I don't really buy much. I would prefer to buy something else. But I'm also going to be using a lot of logic for, say, what type of player you are, how long you've been playing. Certain levels of experience that you have really does affect what you should buy in this game. Me? I've been playing this game for over 2 years. And the only thing that I would buy, and the only thing that I do buy occasionally, are character slots and vault chests. Why? Because it's more room. More room means more quantity, more actual space for items in the game. Now, occasionally I will buy, say, a die, but dies are only temporary. If your character was to die, then you no longer have those dies, which makes it, a bit of a gamble whenever you buy it. You're kind of throwing away money. But, that's debatable. If you're a new player who just started out a few weeks ago, you shouldn't be spending money on this game. My threshold for when you should buy things based on experience is about 2 weeks to a month. Then you can start getting more familiar with the game and actually figure out what you want. Back in my day, sound like a war veteran. Back in my day, I always used to buy snakebit keys. Why? Because speed was valuable. I would do 2 snakebit keys, and if I was lucky, I would get a tea room in both of them, and I would be with my friend soloing them, or duoing them, and I would get possibly 4 speed. You would then convert that 4 speed into 1 def on the market, the realm market, and then you would save up. You would just do that over and over, and you would just save up your def until you had 25, go through several characters with just throwaway gear because you knew that you were going to die until you had 25 def to actually max your character. That was how it went down. Buying dies whenever you maxed your character from buying keys. And I don't know if they still have the beginner's pack, but I think it was like you get 2 character slots, 3 vault chests, and a penguin pet. I hope they still do that. It was a fantastic deal, but I don't know. You also have to realize the accumulation of the money that you buy. Buying 1 character slot here and there is no big deal. Spend about $10, now you have 1,200 gold. It's not really a big deal. But if you do that every couple months, because you keep on getting more characters, eventually, if you want to get like 14 character slots, you have to spend like almost $100 to do that. That's a lot of money. I've spent Realm Gold 1 to 150. That's a lot of money. I mean, that's like so many Steam games right there, or just old games in general. I mean, there's tons of great games out there for like $5. I could buy a lot of games with $150, but instead I spent it all on 1 game. It's your choice. You have to really think about it in the long run. Do you want to spend that much money for something that doesn't really exist and something that might not even be your game? That's why I'm talking about experience. You have to spend time with this game. You have to play it to see if you really want to play it and if you really enjoy it. If you actually enjoy playing this game, then that's when you say, all right, I want to buy some stuff. I want to expand. And if you do choose to expand, I highly recommend that you buy character slots because, in my opinion, now this is what I've learned from playing the game, I die a whole lot less whenever I play on multiple characters, different characters. Don't play on the same character over and over. A lot of it is, how skilled you are with the game, but how I got better was playing different characters, getting a more diverse palette for Realm, learning the different characters and how to use each one individually. If you're playing on 1 character all the time, the chance of him dying is 100%. You have 2 characters, the chance of you dying on one of them is 50%. 4 characters, 25% for all of them. The more characters you make, the more chance of you dying on one is reduced. Now, that's just simple probability. That's not a definite amount. But that's still definitely something that you want to think about. Make different characters. That's why buying character slots is a good investment in the game. And then once you have more characters to get you more loot, you're going to want more vault chests. So spend $5, $10 here, get a couple more vaults. store all of your cash, so to speak, that you've gotten from the game. Now let's talk about the more luxurious items that you can buy. We have XP boosters, you've got backpacks, you've got keys, you've got dyes, you've got character skins, and you've also got the lovely wine cellar tops in the Nexus. Now, if you haven't seen my RotMG Kabam rant video, then you don't know how strongly I oppose tops being sold in the Nexus. Tops are items in this game that you work hard for getting. You work hard to get them. So, what kind of a lesson is that, that they're in the Nexus and you can obtain them, and you can obtain them for money? It's not a very good lesson, but I've talked enough about that. I've ranted my head off about that. You can go check out that video if you want, and that was kind of a colorful video. It got, a lot of people liked it, and a lot of people hated it. So, I don't take it down because those are my thoughts, and I'm passionate about that subject, and I want other people to know that. Some guy started a freaking petition to take out the tops. Crazy stuff. One voice can do a lot. It's insane. But everything else is a bit more vanity. XP boosters. If you're getting bored of leveling up your character, get an XP booster. Level up your character. Okay, all of these shortcuts are kind of dumb. Can't think of a better word that's appropriate. It is dumb. I think taking shortcuts in this game is not what it's about. It's about taking your time and learning the game to become good at it. So don't get an XP booster. I had like 4 because there was a pack. They were giving them out for free. That's cool, Kabam. I like that. I like whenever you give out stuff for free. You're giving us a shortcut for free, but whenever you have to pay for a shortcut, I don't know. Giving us the choice to have the shortcut. Now you've given us the XP booster for free. Now it's up to us whether or not we use it. Do we take the shortcut or not? But if you're making us pay money to also take the shortcut, no, I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with that. But then again, that's just me. Backpacks are another one of those vanity items that I feel isn't necessarily a shortcut, but it's DLC, if you will. It's an advancement, an extra attachment. You're getting a second inventory. That's cool. I like that. It's like, I don't know. They could do that, like, drink this, you get double weapon slots. Now you have 2 staves at the same time. That would be insane. Oh god, RotMG Future, I have no idea what's in store for you, but if something like that ever happened, that would just blow my mind. This is for more of an experienced player. Whenever you have a character that's maxed, at least 4-8, and you know that this is going to be your guy, you're going to want to put a backpack on him, especially if it's a melee. The melees always do the most work, they always farm the most abysses, they're just always around more. They're always around longer for some reason, because they're just tankier, and they can do a lot more that a staff class can't do, rushing being one of the many things. Same thing with dyes. They're not permanent, but they add to the experience. Now, backpack is a little bit different. It allows you to do more things. It allows you to keep the game going a little bit longer. You can stay in the realm longer because you're not, you can fit more pots in your bag, so that way you don't have to go to Nexus and waste your time and put stuff in the vault. Oh, I don't have enough room in my vault. Backpack to the rescue. Now, I would rather go the extra mile. $250 for a backpack, right? 250 gold, 500 for a vault. If you just go the extra mile and pay $5 on Realm, you could get a vault instead, which is permanent, rather than a backpack, putting it on a character that you could die with it at any moment. Just a little bit more secure. It's what I would do, but backpacks are still a good choice. And if you have one, good. I got 3 I have 1 backpack on each melee. And you know how I got them? Free packs from Kabam. Just saying. Bide your time, be patient, and it will pay off. Trust me. Trust me. Now, do you buy a key? This is kind of a hairy subject for me. Buying a key is kind of like, you're not taking a shortcut. You're not like buying tops in the Nexus is money to get an item that you use to play the game. Buying a key is using money to get a location where you can work to obtain the item. So you're not directly buying it, you're just you are making a shortcut into getting that item or pot or whatever. So it's kind of the same idea for the reason that I don't like tops being sold in the Nexus, because you're just shortcutting your way into becoming a pro. But buying keys is just such a strange subject because you're not really buying them. You're just buying the ability to work for getting the item. It's weird. It's not something that I can really rant about. I don't think that that's bad. I've bought so many keys, and buying a key for your guild to do rather than going to a public tomb where everybody could mess it up. This way, you and your guildies can do it. Maybe for someone's birthday, you'll open up a tomb for them. Be nice about it, It's something nice to do every now and then. Sounds good to me. And me accepting it makes me kind of a hypocrite because it's the same formula for tops being sold in the Nexus. So, I don't know. Buying keys is not bad. It's not wrong, but it's treading in shallow water. Let's just say that. So let's recap. When should you buy character slot and vault chests? If you want to play this game for more than a week. If you start playing this game and you've unlocked most of the classes and you say, hey, I want to make 2 characters, buy yourself a character slot. I think they're like, what, 600 for the first time? Get that beginner pack. If this is a game that you want to look into and that you want to get better at, buy the beginner pack if it's still available. I'm not sure. But yes, get that pack. It's very good. And then get some vaults. You'll thank me later. I maxed out my vault before they upgraded it to the larger size. It's good. It's a good decision. Then once you've maxed out maybe a character or 2 and you're thinking about getting a little more luxurious, you can buy a skin. You could buy a character skin, because skins, unlike dyes, are permanent, meaning that you can stand out. The whole purpose of a dye, by the way, is to stand out. To mark your character as that one night that I had with Ogmaron or something. That one night, it's to make it stand out. It's to give him an identification for whenever you look back in your graveyard and you think, oh man, I remember that night. That's the point. So by giving you a skin, not only can you also get that same identification, but you can also have it forever. Skins are permanent, and a skin with a dye combination gives you even more identification. It's good. That's why I always do a sky blue ninja with the shadow skin. Because it looks like friggin' Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden. It's awesome. Sky blue is also my favorite color, so bonus. Then once you've reached a more professional level in Realm, you could buy a backpack to put on your character for more room. You could get your skin and dyes. And then maybe, who knows, you could also buy a tomb key. Buy it for your friends, your guild. The last thing that I want to talk about is pet food. Should you ever buy pet food? In this game, you can feed your pet using items. But to feed them, there's a cost. Either fame or gold. And of course, gold is cheaper. It costs more fame to feed something than with gold. So that's an incentive for you to buy gold in order to feed. But it doesn't just stop there. You can also buy pet food. And you need to really think about that. Is that right? Yeah, I'm feeding my pet, it's good for him. Not like that. Is it right for you as a player to take that shortcut and max out your divine pet in one day for like $100? Probably much more than that, actually. Max a divine pet, that could take like 1,000. I don't know. Is that self-gratifying? Does that make you feel good whenever you run around with a divine pet that you paid for in one day? Or do you feel best when you know that you've spent 1 year maxing characters, dying on them, spending your hard-earned fame and your hard-earned items to max out your pet? Doesn't that feel a whole lot more gratifying? Yes. It was a rhetorical question. Yes, it does. And then you play with your divine pet and you realize, wow, this is so easy. So I don't recommend buying pet food. Unless Kabam releases a pack that gives us pet food. That would be something. That would be something. Don't buy eggs either. Just don't do it. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. Come on. This game's all about trial and error. Earning everything for yourself. If you could just buy everything, this game wouldn't have any footing below it. It wouldn't have any ground underneath it. It would just be a whole lot of people that were the same level. Everybody has something. It's like if you're working out and you're trying to get ripped. You're trying to get muscular and in shape. You work hard for that. You train for hours on end, working out, getting stronger, on your time and with your effort, giving it your all. compare that to the player in Realm, who works for all of his hard-earned gear and gets his wine cellar tops and UTs. Now let's take the fat slob that wants to get ripped, so he pays a plastic surgeon to make him look ripped. Compare that to the new player in Realm who sees items and just says, I want that, pays up, and then he gets them. He's not really a pro, he just looks like he is. But on the inside, he's still a new player, and he's still the person that did not work for his items. So, don't buy them. It's not what you want, trust me. It's not good for your soul. Don't buy those items. Don't buy them. Anyway, that's what I think at least. Post in the comments what you think. Post in the comments what you want me to talk about next. Post in the comments if I wasted your freaking time. And, as always, don't forget to check out the next episode whenever I post it, which will probably be soon. Alright. See you.